2024 has been the year that these red pill life coach podcast hosting fake alpha male gurus have been getting exposed left and right. None of these guys are who they pretend to be. They don't follow any of the advice they give. They're all false prophets getting rich off desperate men that keep buying their bullshit. Fresh is out here getting escorts pregnant. Myron is running around like this.
I am the captain now, motherfuckers. I am the captain. You know what I'm saying? I'm dripped up. I'm dripped up, draped out, you know? Come on, man.
Donovan Sharp got laughed off YouTube after getting caught up in all his lies. And now David Cooley from the No Fugazi podcast just got exposed for playing house with and having babies with a white single mother who already had kids by someone else, while saying this about single mothers.
As a single mother, do you believe you deserve a man in the top percentile?
I'm able to do everything else, whether or not I have a baby or not. I still can be a great wife.
Yeah, listen, single moms, recreational use only.
Stop it. Get some help.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Fellas, this is why I tell y'all got to be careful about where y'all get y'all relationship/life advice from these guys on this fucking internet, on these podcasts and shit. Because yesterday I made a video about that Fugazi Cooley dude or whatever, talking about being a top tier man. I always kind of knew dude was a little buddy. Yeah, so here's the clip, and then I'll show you why.
Don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about, 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on.
That's why he said that. That's why he talked the way he talked. That's why. That's why he thinks he's a top tier man, because he's 6'4" and black. This is why. He's the trinket. He's the fetish. But this is the dude that y'all follow, fellas. This is the rhetoric that y'all subscribe to from hypocrites. A black man playing stepdaddy to some white kids with a single mother who was a BBL Becky. Mind you, getting her knocked up because she's currently pregnant, not even married to her. They've been together since 2017 and has yet to put a ring on her finger. Like, all the boxes were checked. Cringy interracial couple content. She's begging to be proposed to. She's a single mother. You still ain't married her, but you're giving her those mixed kids that she enjoys to make content with, though, right? So, like most of these podcasts, I keep telling y'all, a lot of these podcast guys that are the loudest about women are out here living double lives and making bank off of y'all. But these are the guys y'all subscribe to. These are the guys that y'all are in my comments arguing with me about, defending, and telling me that I'm simping for women.
This is crazy, and just like bro in the video, I'm so tired of brothers not only supporting these clowns, but defending them against people like me that are pointing out their bullshit. Cooley is just a Fresh and Fit knockoff, regurgitating the same red pill talking points that Fresh and Fit used. It's the same ones that all these guys use. How to become a high-value man, avoid independent, non-submissive women, and stay away from single mothers at all costs, while making sure to speak as negative as possible about black women. But the crazy thing is, Cooley was doing all of this grifting while living a complete double life. On one platform, this dude is fake schooling men against dating single mothers and talking down on men that actually do. Not to mention talking shit to and about single mothers, about how they don't have any value and don't deserve a man of high value. While on another platform, he's doing cringy, interracial, blended family content with a white single mother that he also has kids with, aka BBL Becky. And it's so funny that all these goofy dudes that men follow will have all this negative stuff to say about black women. Fake hair, fake nails, makeup, BBLs. But when it comes to a white woman that's doing the exact same thing, BBL, fake nails, makeup, it's acceptable. The hypocrisy and contradictions are just mind-blowing. This dude is literally up here playing stepdaddy to a white woman's kids while jumping on another platform and talking down to women of color and explaining why he's a man of high value.
Modern-day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, I'm not gonna toot my own horn.
I have no clue how being tall and black makes you a high value man. Dude says nothing about morals, says nothing about integrity, just he's 6'4" and black. That's crazy. People need to get off the internet, get outside of these echo chambers, and talk to real people in real life, and you'll see a lot of this stuff that these red pill guys are saying is just bullshit. I mean, literally, there are a million tall black men out there that get no women and no cheeks because they don't know how to talk to or interact with women. So height alone is not gonna get you women. Being black alone is not gonna get you women or make you a high value man. Dude just comes off corny to me, and I guess I'm in the minority, I don't know. On top of that, what he's neglecting to mention is he has multiple kids by multiple women, which a lot of women view negatively and just don't want to deal with the man that has baby mamas. Now, it's not the same nail in the coffin as how men view women that have kids, but it still affects your value or perception in the world. Also, he mentioned how much money he makes, that he makes well above 6 figures, but I do wonder how much money he was actually making before he jumped online and became a Fresh and Fit clone. I doubt he was a high value man before he got online and started acting like one. And let me give you guys a tip. No real man of value, no real high value man jumps on the internet and starts telling everybody he's a high value man. Go read Millionaire Next Door, and that'll tell you everything you need to know, not only about really wealthy people, but of real men of value. They're quiet, they're confident, they're not arguing with women on podcasts or trying to devalue other people to make themselves seem more important. And on top of all of that, these red pill fake alpha male dudes just don't respect their audience. They clearly think their audience is dumb or brainwashed, that they can be saying one thing and doing the complete opposite, and nobody's ever going to check them on it. That they can just live these double lives out in public with no repercussions. Fresh and Fit were out here dating women on sugar daddy websites, but then telling men to avoid women that look at them for just a bag. And now Cooley finally got exposed for playing in people's faces by living this whole double life on different platforms. And I guess expected nobody to find out or put 2 and 2 together. I mean, let's be real, it's not like he ever posted BBL Becky or his blended family on his Instagram where his podcast is, where he's posting these same clips going at women. And his family content with BBL Becky is cringy as hell. He's clearly targeting different audiences that don't overlap at all.
So Christmas is around the corner, and since we got a little mixed baby here, we're gonna see which Santa he chooses. We got a black Santa,
and I have the white ones.
And let's see which one he chooses. Same time, don't cheat.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Which one are you gonna pick?
Which one?
Pick the white one.
Oh! That's my nigga. Ah!
That's nasty work. Just playing up that they got a mixed baby. And it seems like they actually plan to have that mixed baby just to use for racial content like this. It's weird. But I'm glad his audience is finally waking up and turning on him. And you can see it on the Fugazi comments on Instagram. Bro, didn't you take a baby mama recreational use only and wife and create children with her, helping her raise another man's seeds? If you're gonna talk that talk, you gotta walk that walk. Or it's clown beta behavior to be hypocritical. Can't make this shit up. I agree with some of your logic, but alphas, real men need to stand on their principles. Is this the same guy who speaks down on black men who date single mothers who are black women, calling them simps, yet he himself is dating a single mom who happens to be white? Say it ain't so. Blind, you leading the blind. Anyone who follows your supposed advice. You can't call anyone a simp when taking care of 4 kids by another man. I don't think it's 4 kids, but yeah, you can't call anybody a simp when you're doing the same thing you're telling people not to do. Bro, ain't this guy in a relationship with the single mom of 2, and he master charlatan tells his audience not to date single moms when he's dating one who has 2 children and her previous relationships. Don't let him mess with your intelligence. He's Fugazi. Don't forget his baby mother is a snow bunny, but he travels back to the hood to get them Fugazi braids. Bro had kids with the single mom of 2, but preaching all of this online. Yo, I can't believe you having kids by a single mom. Since Cooley got exposed for his double life, he's been under pressure to address the controversy. He ended up doing a 3-hour live stream of straight yapping, trying to justify how he, a so-called high-value man, wifed up a white single mother with 2 other kids while hypocritically talking down on single mothers, telling them they make poor decisions for having kids and then ending up single. You know, just like the woman he wifed up and has babies with, and that they don't deserve men of value. And of course, being part of the red pill, he never took accountability for his actions throughout this live stream.
But when you are a father, you got to be selfless. You got to think about, well, I got to find a woman that embodies
some good moral characteristic traits like I do.
Now he's talking about being a selfless father and how you have to be selfless and deal with somebody for the betterment of your kids. If any man was to come on his podcast and say, hey, I have a kid, I'm dating a single mother who has a kid because she's a good person and she's going to be a good parent to my kid and it betters our situation, he would have called him a simp. He would have said that man was low value and single mothers were recreational use only. This dude is a complete fraud, hypocrite, and cornball.
I gotta find a woman that comes from a two-parent household. I gotta find a woman that's like the exception to the rule. Because I'll tell you, when you're a single father, women that don't have kids don't necessarily understand the obligations that come with having kids. You get it? They don't understand the obligations that comes with having kids. So for my situation and for a lot of guys, I mean,
how does a single mother of two, before you even had kids with her, embody good morals, traits, or characteristics? It's the same thing that he's judging all these other women for, but making excuses for his woman. Again, he's the same person telling single mothers that if they're single, they're of poor character and they make poor decisions. And that's how they end up single mothers. But this white woman that he's dating and having kids with just somehow happens to be the exception to the rule.
If you can get a woman that is the exception to the rule, where she's not a single mom because she got knocked up or she had some one-night stands or she has a whole lot of tattoos, like she has all of these other red flags and she's a single mom.
He's moving the goalpost so far now. He's saying the only type of single mothers that are a problem are the ones that have tattoos or had babies from a one-night stand. That is stupid. The mental gymnastics he's doing to try to make his situation look better is insane. At the end of the day, a single mom is a single mom. She had a kid with somebody, the situation didn't work out, and she became a single mom. But he's trying to put all these different variables around it to justify his relationship and him dating and playing house with the single mom.
It's like, God dang, what's going on? Because we know the stigma around single moms.
Also, it's kind of wild him saying the stigma around single moms when he's personally, single-handedly reinforcing that stigma on all his podcasts and socials. He built his brand off talking about that stigma. That's some of his most popular clips on Instagram right now.
So if you're gonna date a single mom, you gotta date one that isn't a stigma. But guess what? Stay away from the single moms. I still tell you guys now, because generally speaking, the majority, they have all of that baggage. I just so happen to be the exception to the rule, and so is my chick.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
The mental gymnastics this dude is doing to justify his situation. He's saying on one hand, don't ever date single mothers for all of these reasons. Oh, but my situation doesn't count because me and my woman are the exception to the rule. Like she doesn't have multiple kids by multiple men. That's not the exception to the rule. That is the rule. She's a single mother no matter how you slice it. It doesn't matter how she was raised, if she had two parents in her household or not. That didn't change her circumstances from ending up a single mother. He honestly said a bunch of nothing in that live stream. He kept making excuses and moving the goalposts like he got the one single mother out there in the world that didn't make poor choices and deserved to be wifed up. Cooley is a well-spoken dude that used red pill, fresh and fit talking points to build the audience. And just like Fresh and Fit, no matter what he does or how fake he's proven to be, he's always going to have men online defending him. So before any of y'all jump in my comments defending him, just like y'all do Fresh and Fit, these dudes are frauds. You don't need their advice. You can literally fix and improve your life by yourself without them. All it takes is a little work and focus on yourself. You don't need these fake gurus to help you. If you want to improve your health, find a good diet and workout plan on bodybuilder.com. If you want to get into real estate and build wealth, go listen to podcasts on Bigger Pockets. Save your money, pay off your debt, improve your credit, and invest to build wealth. If you want to invest in crypto, find a valid source to learn from and follow. But these fake ass red pill alpha male gurus ain't it. They're not high value men until they get online on all these platforms and fake it until they make it. Your views, you buying these programs, allows them to act like high value men. And then they give you advice that they never took and still don't follow. So stop falling for it. Stop following and listening to these guys. They are scammers and hypocrites and they're scamming you. But thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video and I'll catch you next time. Peace.